The Sandglass and the Lotus. Long ago, when the Nile ran wild and the pyramids were young, there was a small desert village named Anpu. It was a quiet place of date palms and sandstone houses where the wind whispered secrets through the reeds and the stars watched over the people like a million silent gods. In this village lived a clever and kind boy named Anpu. Though only 12, Anpu was known across the valley for solving problems with his mind instead of his muscles. His father was a potter, shaping clay into jars and jugs, and his mother wove golden linen from flax. But Anpu, he was drawn to stories, riddles, and ancient puzzles etched into temple walls. One evening under the orange glow of sunset, a merchant caravan arrived from the west. The traders carried spices, scrolls, and silks, but one cart caught everyone's eye. It held a giant hourglass, taller than a man, filled not with ordinary sand, but with glowing golden grains. "This," said the merchant, "is the Sandglass of Seti. It counts not time, but truth. Turn it over, and all secrets will come to light before the last grain falls." The villagers whispered in awe. A truth-telling hourglass? That was no small magic. But Anpu noticed something strange. The merchant wore no amulet of Ma'at, goddess of balance, and he spoke too quickly, like someone hiding something. Anpu's eyes narrowed, but he said nothing. That night, as the moon hung full over the desert, Anpu sneaked into the plaza to see the hourglass again. As he stepped close, a voice spoke. Curious minds bring either wisdom or trouble. Anpu turned. A tall figure stood there, cloaked in white, with a jackal-headed staff. "Who are you?" Anpu asked, heart pounding. The figure smiled. "A watcher of balance. Some call me Thoth. I see your heart is sharp, little one." Anpu bowed low. "Why are you here?" "The hourglass is not what it seems. It does not tell truth. It reveals desire. Many seek it, thinking it will bring them justice, but it only shows what they want to believe." Anpu looked back at the glowing sand. "So it's a trick?" "It is a test," Thoth replied, "and one is coming that will shape not just your village, but all the Nile." And just like that, the god was gone. The next day, trouble arrived in the form of Prince Kayamwaset, son of Pharaoh. He arrived in a grand chariot, demanding the hourglass be turned. "Let it show me who dares steal from my treasure caravans," the prince boomed. "Let it point to the guilty." The villagers bowed low. The merchant grinned and turned the hourglass. The sand shimmered and flowed. And then a name appeared in the golden dust. Anpu. Gasps rose like wind through papyrus. "What?" Anpu cried. "I've done nothing." The merchant stepped forward. "The sand never lies." But Anpu remembered Thoth's words. "It reveals desire, not truth." Prince Kayamwaset ordered the boy to be taken to the labyrinth of lost stars, a prison buried beneath the western cliffs. Once someone entered, they were never seen again. Deep underground, among twisting tunnels and glowing scarabs, Anpu wandered alone. His only guide was a lotus flower he had hidden in his tunic, a gift from his mother. "The lotus finds light even in the darkest water," she'd always said. He remembered more stories now, tales from old scrolls and whispered legends. The labyrinth had once been a place of trials, where chosen ones were tested to become sages. If Anpu could pass its tests, he might find his way out and clear his name. First, he came to a chamber of mirrors where hundreds of reflections stared back. One whispered lies, another mocked, another cried. "Only the truth can walk forward," a voice boomed. Anpu closed his eyes. "I am not a thief. I walk with clean hands." He stepped forward, and the mirrors shattered like crystal rain. Next, he entered the Hall of Choices. 2 doors, 1 gold, 1 stone. "Gold shines but hides," Anpu said, recalling his father's words. "Stone is heavy, but true." He took the stone door, and found a stairway leading down. Finally, in the Cave of Voices, Anpu met a sphinx with feathers like a falcon and eyes like starlight. "Speak the riddle of the lotus," it said, "and pass." Anpu took out his flower, now wilted. The lotus sleeps in mud, drinks light, and wakes pure. It teaches that no matter how dark the world, the heart can stay clean. The Sphinx bowed. "You have passed the 3 trials. Now choose, escape alone or return with the truth." "I choose truth," Anpu said without hesitation. The walls trembled. A hidden door opened, and inside was a small chamber lit by glowing stones. In the center was a mirror made of obsidian, surrounded by ancient writing. It read, "Only when the heart is lighter than the feather of Ma'at shall the path be revealed." Anpu stepped forward, the mirror glowing. His reflection twisted, showing him all his fears. Being alone, accused, forgotten. "I am afraid," he whispered, "but I will not let fear make me lie." The mirror shimmered, and a golden feather appeared in the air. It hovered above his heart and did not fall. The chamber rumbled. A spiral of sand carried Anpu upward like a desert whirlwind, up and out, until he stood once more in the village plaza. It was sunrise. The hourglass still stood. Prince Kamwaset was preparing to leave, declaring Anpu guilty in his absence. But then the sky darkened, and a voice thundered across the sands. "Stop!" Thoth appeared once more, standing tall beside Anpu. "This child has passed the trials of Ma'at. Your hourglass reveals desire, not justice." The merchant shrieked as golden sand poured from his robes. He had been using hidden magic to control the hourglass all along. Guards seized him, and Prince Kayamwasit bowed low to Anpu. "You have taught me that even a prince can be wrong. You are wise beyond your years." As reward, Anpu was given a seat in the Temple of Learning, where scribes and sages gathered. He would go on to become one of the greatest minds in the history of the Nile. But he never forgot the lesson of the Lotus, that even in the darkest of places, truth and kindness can bloom. Moral of the story: when the world judges too quickly, only the honest heart can show the way.